Stampers, Deb Valder here. I'm so excited to be back to show you more of our holiday series cards, and it's just such a joy to bring these to you. Today it's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to show you how to maximize your paper. Now a lot of you already do this, but I really want to show you how to maximize to the fullest extent so that you get more bang for your buck. All right, so in our shop now, we have a series of these beautiful, elegant sparkle papers, and they're just absolutely beautiful. Check them out in our shop. We do have a variety pack, just absolutely gorgeous. Right now we have 13 colors. We love what we have. And let me just show you some of the things that I've done with them. So to maximize your paper on this one, what I did was I used just strips of these papers right here. And that way there, you're not wasting all of the paper from underneath. I took another piece of scrap paper and I cut out my bells. There is a video on this. You can check it out. Excuse me. It's absolutely elegant. And like I said, fast cards for this series. All right. So that's using just strips of paper instead of using this whole thing underneath it and wasting all of that paper. For this one right here, I just used a tiny little piece to put on the back to give it some color. It looks absolutely gorgeous. Okay, this is our white iridescent, absolutely beautiful. On this one right here, you cannot cut out the back because I used the entire piece to give it that color on the background. Now about these two, I have these in our shop. This die right here sold out instantly. So what I want you to do, if you're thinking about getting this die, go in and order it. It will be on the back ordered list, but you will get it as soon as it comes in. So make sure you get your name in that queue to get that as soon as it comes back in. We only have a couple of these, so if you want to get both of them, make sure you get them both right away, because like I said, they do sell out faster. That one already did. I mean, it was instant. And then this little guy right here, all I did was I made a frame, I cut out the middle, and I used it for this piece right here. So let me show you what I mean by that. You can take and you just can keep layering and layering and layering to maximize this. So this is what it would look like if I added layers to each one of them. This one is this piece right here, and I added it to this to make it a frame. And then this one right here is that one, but you cannot tell that there's something missing from underneath. Also, when you get this many layers on a card, what happens is you end up having to pay more postage because it gets to be thicker and it gets to be heavier. So you want to watch that. So scrapbookers do this a lot in order to not make their pages so bulky, and it's just a great way, like I said, to save money. So let me show you what I did here. Okay. He's in our shop. He's the drunken gnome here, and he is actually sold out so many times. We do have him back in the shop. If you want him, go and grab him because we have a few of those left also. All right, so let me show you what I mean by this. So the first one that I cut out was this little guy right here. I cut out the frame and I used it on this card right here. All right, then what I did was I cut out the middle, which is this one right here. Okay, so that's the middle part of it. And what I did was I cut out this little guy right here to use it for this card right here. So out of this one piece of 5 1/4 by 4 inch paper, I have used it 1, 2, 3 different times, and I could even punch out things, and I do those. I can punch out things from here, extra snowflakes, whatever I need to do, just so that I don't waste anything underneath those papers. So let me show you how fast it is to put this card together. Now this is a die that we have in the shop, and I'm going to tell you it's a very intricate die. And why I'm stressing that is you need to, for something like this with this kind of paper, you're going to need to run it through a couple of times. So what I do is I go forwards and I go backwards, and I go forwards and I go backwards on my Vagabond, and then it just cuts it out really nice. When I cut out the white ones, like this, in regular paper, regular cardstock, you don't have to do that because it does come out pretty easy. And when you go to do it, I'm going to show you right now, when you go to do it, you're going to take and you're going to wiggle it to get it out. So let's just put this in here like this, and I'm going to use this as a frame later on down the road. So let me just show you how I do this. Let's bring you over to the Vagabond. I'm going to show you how I do it with the mirror paper also, or I'm going to show you how I do it with the sparkle paper. Okay, so here's this little guy right here. Well, before I do that, let's bring it back over here. I'm going to show you how I get it out of here. Okay, so this is just, you want to be very, very careful, okay, because this has a lot of very, very intricate pieces. So let me just grab my Tim Holtz tool right here. And there we go. Now there's one that's really, really, really tricky. That's this little guy right here. Just make sure you watch and pull slowly. If you need to put wax paper between the two of them before you run it through, you can do that also. I don't necessarily have to do that, but I want you to get the best out of it. So this is the little guy that I want you to watch out for. Don't tear him out and tear him off, because the more intricate, the more delicate your cards are going to be. So that is the white one. You saw how easy it came out. And what I do is just use my Tim Holtz remover and then just pop it out. Let's clean this little guy up right here. All right, and we will do the purple one with our sparkle paper. So let's bring it back over here. And the reason I'm showing you this is because I want to make sure that you understand before you purchase the die that it is very intricate. So to get this over the top card, you're going to have to do a little bit more work, which is not a lot, especially if you have the Vagabond. I'm going to go through once, and twice. And I like to do it one more time just to be sure. You don't really have to do it that many times. It is overkill, but I do want to show you that the more you do it, the easier it is. All right, so now what I'm going to do is to take this. Now, I'm going to take it out of the, I'm going to take it off the paper, and you see how much easier that came out? All right, but you're going to have a little bit of more time to kind of take it apart. So what I do is I look on the back, because you can see it better than you can on the front. You see that? So I'm going to turn it over, and I'm just going to wiggle, okay? Do you see how I'm kind of just wiggling it? And when you do that, it kind of separates the paper from the die, the outline. All right, just kind of wiggle it, and it comes out pretty easy. This is just one that's going to tear right out. Okay, and for this, you're also going to need your... Okay, so there's that one. Now we're going to just wiggle. See, it's really not that bad. This paper has a beautiful backing on it. It's just absolutely gorgeous. It is a paper backing. There are some out there that are copies of these, and they have a plastic background. So be very, very careful with that. Ours has the paper background. Okay, let's grab that. Like I said, if you just wiggle, 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 you are good to go. Okay. This one is a little bit more intricate. That's why it's taking a little bit longer to get it out of there. But there we go. All right. So now I have this to use in my background. Okay. And this one I have to use on the top. So let's just get out the extra pieces right here. And don't forget, use the back of it, because then you can see the outline, and you can see where you have to just kind of wiggle it. Okay, you can also use your pokey tool right here. If you want, you can just take and use your little pokey tool to get them out, but it's really not that bad. All right, and that's all there is to it. I just wanted you to realize that this one is not as easy as just cutting out a frame. Know that, all right? All right, so let's put this little guy together. This is such a fast series of cards. All right, so let me get a card base. I'll bring in a card base. We have this little piece right here. All right, we're gonna just use our runner to get that down. Okay, I'm gonna put it all around, and then just add this to our card base. And it's killing me because I didn't do this part right here. I should have cut something out of here. I love to maximize paper, guys. I just absolutely love it. And then this is going to go on the top here like this. So I'm just going to take and add my runner to this. This is how fast and easy this is. All right, so you took a little extra time to do this, but look at how easy and fast and beautiful and elegant this part of it is. All right, so here's this. And now I'm going to take some of my glue right here, which I love because it's got that very intricate little tip on the top here. Okay. And just dab just a little here and there. If the part of the snowflake pops up, that's okay because it's pretty cool. All right. It gives it that little 3D look. And now I'm just going to take this and add it. And it doesn't matter which way it goes because it's a snowflake and it's flying. All right, just hold it down there for just a second or two. And then to finish it up, we're going to add some of our Nuvo drops. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my Cloud 9 here. And these are the ones that look just like pearls. You want to get them fast because they're awesome. They're in the shop, Cloud 9 Nuvo. Okay, here we go. And what I love about these is that you can make them as big or as small as you want. Then what I do is sometimes what I'll do is I will take, and after they dry just a little bit, and I did it on this one so that I could show you, what I will do is I will take the Nuvo drops, let them dry probably maybe 10 minutes, and then what I do is I come along and I just flatten them. So I'll just take a little piece of paper and just flatten them so they look like dots, discs instead of dots, okay? And that's it. I could add a little tiny sentiment right there if I wanted to. Just absolutely precious. This is just a fast, simple card. Stay tuned because my next card is going to be using this, and we're going to be using, well, I'm not even going to tell you because it's going to be so special. Wait until you see it. You take care. Stick with us for this series of cards. We're at Teaspoon of Fun also, so you take care. Have a great day, and thank you for stopping by.